Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Digital Bytes. For today, we have several tips for you. The first will be Desiree, that's me, and I will be showing NVDA add-ons for audio device management and kind of going over how to install it and how to use it. Next, Jonathan continues his series on PowerPoint and implementing your template that was created last time by ChatGPT into PowerPoint presentation. And finally, Chris talks about options for reading that maybe are new to you. So enjoy. Hello, everybody. This is Desiree. For today's Digital Byte, I wanted to show you how to install and enable and use the NVDA add-on that can help you manage your audio devices. So a lot of us use JAWS, and with JAWS, you can do the layer commands, insert space, and then V for volume, S for system, J for JAWS, or C for sound card, and adjust those settings. NVDA by default does not have a way to manage easily the devices without going into your control panel and sound settings and all that stuff. However, there is an add-on that will enable you to do it with some easy to remember and use keyboard shortcuts. So what I want to show you here, I have NVDA running the latest update, and I'm going to show you how to find the add-on and then install it, and then find the home page where it gives you a table with some shortcut keys to be able to manage your devices. So I'm going to press Insert plus N or Caps Lock N, depending on which modifier key you are using for NVDA.
NVDA menu.
Now I'm in the NVDA menu. I'm going to down arrow.
Preferences submenu. Tools submenu.
And I'm going to open the
T.
Tools submenu. I could have just pressed T as well.
View log.
So right arrow to
L.
open. Now I'm going to up arrow.
Favorite links. Reload plugin. Run com registration. Create portable Python console. Add-on store. A.
Now I could have pressed A, or I can arrow up to find the add-on store. I'm going to press enter here.
Add-on store warning dialog. Add-ons are created by the NVDA community and are not vetted by NV Access. OK button Alt.
Okay, so you can actually have that not announced.
Don't show this checked.
Because you have to be aware that add-ons are created by the community and they are open source, and some of them have not been checked, although most of them in the add-on store are stable and you can actually manage your views if you want to only see the stable ones or compatible ones or that kind of thing. So I'm going to press OK here.
OK button Alt plus. Add-on store. Installed add-ons.
Okay, so the first thing I come at is my Installed Add-ons tab. Now, these are the add-ons that I already have installed in my version and configuration of NVDA. I'm going to Shift Tab now to get to the tab list.
Search. Enabled/disabled. Combo box channel. Sort by column. Tab control. Installed add-ons tab selected.
Okay, so there's my tab control. So now I can right and left arrow to move through these tabs. So I'm going to right arrow now.
Updatable add-ons tab selected. Available add-ons tab selected.
Okay, and that's the one I want. So it's already selected, so I don't have to do anything. I don't actually want to press enter or do anything else, because if you do that, it will close this window. So I'm going to tab from here.
Sort by column. Combo box name. Ascending.
I can sort by name.
Channel. Combo box stable collapsed Alt plus.
Stable is what I would recommend sticking with. You can take risks and run other ones that are not formally stable yet, some that are in beta and different things like that.
Include incompatible add-ons checkbox not checked Alt plus.
I don't include incompatible add-ons, but you can.
Search. Edit Alt.
Okay, now we know we want audio, so I'm just going to start typing audio. Okay.
Audio. Available add-ons. List Alt plus. A.
Now,
Accessible
I tab
Bluetooth.
to the list, so I've got a list of add-ons that have audio in them. So I'm going to down arrow.
AI Summarizer. Alzocker. Audio Manager. Status. Enabled.
And this is the one we want. Now, I have it enabled already. So we want to make sure it's enabled. If you don't have it installed yet, you can tab from here.
Description. Edit read-only multi-line and add-on of NVDA for system audio management.
Okay, so that's pretty self-explanatory. It's for system management.
Actions button Alt plus.
Now here's
C.
where you would take the action. You could do Alt-T from where you were, or you can press space when you tab to the action button.
Context menu, disable, homepage, license, source code, community reviews, disable.
So I have it enabled. If you don't, then you'll get enable, and then you would, or install first and then enable. And so you would press enter on the install first. And when it installs, it will actually ask you to restart NVDA to make sure that the add-on is added to your NVDA configuration. Now you can go to the home page of this add-on. Now some of the add-ons don't have this, but this one does.
Community source code license homepage.
You can even look at the source code and do all kinds of fun things too with that. That's interesting. So press enter here on homepage.
Window Mozilla Firefox busy. Clickable banner landmark heading level 2 navigation menu.
Okay, so this is the homepage of the person that created this add-on. What I was interested in is how do I use it? What keys do I need to press to use this? So I'm going to use my heading navigation. I'm going to press H.
Main landmark clickable Hawaiian Failong / folders and files folders and history heading repository audio manager heading level 1.
Okay, so that first stuff was kind of developer stuff. It talks about the history and when the last thing was fixed, and it uses GitHub to have these add-ons there. But you can install them directly from the add-on store, and you won't even know that you're going to GitHub.
Same page link permalink heading level 2 overview of the add-on features.
So now you have the overview.
Same page link permalink. The NVDA Audio Manager add-on is designed to help you manage multiple audio devices and optimize audio routing effectively. The functionalities of this add-on can be categorized into 4 main modules. List with 4 items. Bullet playback device management. This default playback device, bullet recording device management, control, bullet application specific audio control. This feature facilitates the customization of playback and recording devices, volume modification, and muting/unmuting for individual audio applications.
So this is kind of cool. So if I want to play something on my Bluetooth speaker, I can just use the media player or VLC, whatever player I'm using application, and just share that audio with my speaker and not all of the NVDA voice and all the other audio on my computer.
Bullet additional functionalities. Alongside the features mentioned above, there are several practical functionalities such as microphone volume lock, NVDA output device switching, etc. Out of list heading level 2 function hotkeys.
Okay, here's the good stuff. Function hotkeys. So I'm just going to press T to get to table.
Table with 22 rows and 3.
And this is going to give me all of the different hotkeys, and it's going to have the desktop hotkey and the laptop hotkey. So depending on which layout you're using, that's the one you'll want to check. Most of them are pretty much the same, but there are some differences. So I'm going to use my Control, Alt, and up and down arrows to go by row, left and right arrows to go by column in this table.
Row 2 previous recording device. Row 3 next recording device. Row 2 desktop layout. Column 2 Control plus Windows plus Alt plus Numpad 1. Laptop layout. Column 3 Control plus Windows plus Alt plus Home. Features. Column 1 next recording device. Desktop layout. Column 2 Control plus Windows plus Alt plus Numpad 3. Laptop layout. Column 3 Control plus Windows plus Alt plus End. Row 4 previous playback device.
Now these are the playback devices.
Desktop layout. Column 2 Control plus Windows plus Alt plus Numpad 4. Laptop layout. Column 3 Control plus Windows plus Alt plus Page Up.
So there's Page Up or 4, and then to go down.
Desk feature. Row 5 next playback device.
Next.
Desktop layout. Column 2 Control plus Windows plus Alt plus Numpad 6. Laptop layout. Column 3 Control plus Windows plus Alt plus Page Down.
Okay, so you've got the page down. Depending on what keyboard you're using, whatever you have, if you have a numpad, you can use that. All kinds of options here.
Row 6 previous audio application. Desktop layout. Column 2 Control plus Windows plus Alt plus Numpad 7. Laptop layout. Column 3 Control plus Windows plus Alt plus left arrow.
So it's left arrow and right arrow to do the applications. That's interesting. Okay.
Desk feature row 7 next audio application desktop layout column 2 control plus Windows plus Alt plus numpad 9 laptop layout column 3 control plus Windows plus Alt plus right arrow desk row 8 control features column 1 increase volume.
Okay, now this is how you increase the volume completely, all the volume.
Desktop layout column 2 control plus Windows plus Alt plus numpad 8. Laptop layout column 3 control plus Windows plus Alt plus up arrow. Row 9 control plus Windows plus Alt plus down arrow.
They don't have row headers, which is kind of sad, so you have to go back.
Desktop features column 1 reduce volume. Desktop layout column 2 control plus Windows plus Alt plus numpad 2.
Okay.
Row 10 mute/unmute.
Now you can mute and unmute.
Desktop layout column 2 control plus Windows plus Alt plus numpad 5. Laptop layout column 3 control plus Windows plus Alt plus space.
Ooh, okay. Now you get into
row 17 previous NVDA playback device.
NVDA playback devices. So this is where you can move your NVDA voice away from whatever's playing your songs or audio of some kind. So if you want to have NVDA in your headset and you want to like play music for everybody at your house, you can control it and have that change.
Desktop laptop layout column 3 shift plus control plus Windows plus Alt plus HIFT plus CONTRL plus INDO plus ALT plus backslash.
Plus backslash. So some of these have the shortcut keys, but it doesn't always pronounce them. And you might want to change your punctuation. I have mine to some, not most. So I don't get those backslashes and dashes and different things sometimes. So, but I can check it either in Braille or I can do it character by character to know those keyboard shortcuts.
Desk features row 18 next NVDA playback device. Desktop layout column 2 control plus Windows plus Alt plus numpad plus. Laptop layout column 3 control plus Windows plus Alt plus O plus Alt plus backslash.
That's backslash. So
desktop layout
forward
column
slash
2
and backslash. So those are all the shortcuts you can do. Now, let's try some of these out. Okay, so I'm going to get my fingers, all three of them, on the Control, Alt, Windows keys. I'm going to first try my left arrow key.
System sound, volume, 79. NVDA, volume, 100.
That's the right arrow. So if I want to turn my NVDA sound down, I can down arrow from here.
99, 98, 97, 96, 95 volume down NVDA. Mozilla Firefox, volume, 100.
And there's Firefox, because that's a browser I have open. And if I had Media Player open, I could control the volume of that too.
Mozilla Firefox.
And that's the last app.
System sound, volume, 79, 80 volume up system sound.
So I can change my whole system sound that way. And so anywhere I am on my desktop, if I want to just turn my system volume up and down, I would use Control-Alt-Windows up and down arrow. So that's just a taste of the different things that the Audio Device Manager add-on can do for you using NVDA. So thank you for listening.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Digital Byte. My name is Jonathan Simeone. As I mentioned at the end of my previous Digital Byte, where we had ChatGPT make Desiree a template to use in PowerPoint, today we're going to show how to use that template. So when we made the template with ChatGPT, it was saved to Desiree's Downloads folder. I'm there now, and with a little luck, my cursor will have stayed on the file, and I'm going to hit Control-C to copy the file to the clipboard.
Copy selection to clipboard.
Now I'm going to Alt-Tab to the Custom Office Templates folder.
Jonathan by Custom Office Templates - File Explorer. Custom Office.
And I hit Control to stop it. This is a folder that I believe is created by default as a part of your Documents folder in Windows now. And any template you use in PowerPoint or Word or anywhere in Office, you want to store in this folder so that it behaves like a template. So I'm going to hit Control-V and hopefully paste this template into this folder.
Pasted from clipboard. Replace or skip files. Dialog. Copying. Copying what compare info. Downloads custom off. Replace the file in the destination button. To activate. Custom Office template.
And apparently I had saved this here before, forgot, but it's here now. So I'm just going to use the arrow keys to make sure the file is selected.
Custom Office templates. Items view multi-select list box. For underline slide underline template underline Verdana underline fixed dot box.
Okay, that's the file I want. Now I'm going to hit enter to open this. And what it should do is open a blank presentation in PowerPoint with the template slides showing.
Opening dash PowerPoint.
I'm just going to F6 through PowerPoint now to make sure I know where I am.
View indicator slide 1 of upper ribbon. Leaving menus. Presentation title slide 1 of 4. Edit. Blank.
Okay, now I'm on the thumbnail area, I believe, and it's showing me the title slide, which was the first slide I wanted created in the template. I'm going to hit F6.
Slide thumbnails tab. Slide area to select an object.
Okay, and now you want to be in the slide area. So that's where I am now, and I'm going to hit my tab key.
Title text box title placeholder. Level 1. Presentation title.
So here's the title placeholder on this slide. To interact with this, I'm going to hit the F2 key, which will tell PowerPoint I want to edit.
Selected. Presentation title. Edit. P. Edit.
And now I'm just going to do Control A.
Selected. Presentation title.
And I'm going to delete this because now I know what part of the slide I'm on. And obviously I don't want the title of this presentation to be presentation title.
Blank. Selection deleted.
Now I'm going to type test presentation. And I'm going to hit caps lock down arrow to confirm that I've typed in the correct text.
Test presentation.
And now I'm going to hit caps lock F to get the formatting of this, to make sure it kept the formatting I wanted when we created the template.
Font is centered. Paragraph level 1. Black on default. Verdana 36 point.
Perfect. It's exactly what we want. So now I'm going to hit F2 to stop editing the title placeholder. And I'm going to hit the tab key.
Content placeholder object placeholder. Level 1. Additional information.
And that's exactly what we wanted put in here. I'm going to hit F2 to edit this.
Selected. Additional information.
And I'm going to delete the additional information text.
Blank. Selection deleted.
And I'm going to type by Desiree. And I'm going to hit.
By Desiree.
Yep. And now I'm going to just check my formatting.
Font is aligned left. Paragraph level 1. Black on default. Verdana 28 point.
Perfect. It's doing exactly what I wanted the template to do. So I'm going to hit F2 to stop editing this slide. And I'm going to hit Shift F6.
Slide thumbnails tab. Thumbnails.
Now I'm back in the thumbnails tab and I'm going to hit down arrow.
Slide bulleted slide. 2 of 4.
Now I'm on my bulleted slide. So I'm going to hit F6.
Slide area. To select an object, press tab.
And JAWS is telling us exactly what to do, so I'm going to hit tab.
Title text box title placeholder. Level 1. Bulleted slide.
So the title, again, is bulleted slide. And the reason that's the title is when you use the template, I want you to understand that this will be the slide you will use most of the time because most text in PowerPoint is bulleted. So I'm going to hit F2 because I want to edit the title.
Selected. Bulleted slide.
And I'm just going to hit delete.
Blank.
And I'm going to type test bullets.
Test G bullets. Test.
Well, okay. Apparently I have a typo, but for now I'm just going to leave it there because it doesn't really matter. I'm going to hit caps lock F to confirm the formatting.
Font is centered. Paragraph level 1. Black on default. Verdana 36 point.
And when I use my templates, I don't check the formatting every time because I trust that they work. I'm doing this here so that you can get a flavor for how it works and the fact that it actually does work. So I'm going to hit F2 to stop editing the title, and I'm going to tab.
Content placeholder object placeholder. Level 1. Bullet first bullet. Align left. Bullet
And again, it's telling us, okay, here's where you're going to type the bullets. I'm just going to hit F2 again.
Selected. Bullet first bullet bullet.
And I'm going to delete.
Blank. Selection deleted.
And I'm just going to type first bullet. I'm going to hit enter. Second bullet. And I'm just going to hit enter and type. And now instead of hitting the caps lock key, I'm just going to hit the up arrow key.
Bullet second bullet. Bullet first bullet.
So you can see that it's working. I'll do my caps lock F again.
Font is aligned left. Paragraph level 1. Black on default. Verdana 28 point.
Perfect. Everything is working as I would have hoped it would. I'm going to hit F2 to stop editing this slide. And I'm going to hit Shift F6.
Slide thumbnails tab. Thumbnails. Slide test G bullets. 2 of 4.
And you can see here that it has renamed this slide because I put in a new title and it has my spelling mistake and everything else. But it is doing what it's supposed to do.
Slide textual slide. 3 of 4.
So the next slide in our template is the textual slide. And I'm going to hit F6.
Slide area. To select an object.
I'm going to tab.
Title text box title placeholder. Level 1. Textual slide.
Now, the textual slide is not one you use very often. I include it in the template because I use it sometimes. When I use the textual slide, it's if I want to share a sentence or two, preferably one, that is not intended to be bulleted text. So I'm going to hit F2 to edit this title.
Selected. Textual.
And I'm going to hit delete.
Blank.
And I'm just going to type in text slide. And I have another typo, but I'm just going to ignore that for now. And I'm going to hit F2. And I'm going to tab.
Content placeholder object placeholder. Level 1. Enter text here.
And enter text here is just the reminder that you want to enter text here. So I'm going to hit F2. And I'm going to hit delete.
Blank. Selection deleted.
And I'm going to type text has been entered. And I'm just going to hit the caps lock down arrow.
Text has been entered.
And now I'm just going to do the caps lock F to check the formatting of this content placeholder.
Font is aligned left. Paragraph level 1. Black on default. Verdana 28 point.
Perfect. Everything's right. No bullets, no list, aligned left. Verdana 28 point font. Exactly what we wanted. I'm going to F2 out of this. And I'm going to Shift F6 back.
Slide thumbnails tab. Thumbnails. Slide text slide. 3 of.
And now you can see that it has changed the title to my title, the title I typed in there. And I'm going to hit the down arrow key.
Slide image slide. 4 of 4.
Now we're on the last template slide we created. This is an image slide. And I want to explain what this is. One of the real problems all of us blind people have when we put together PowerPoint presentations is how do we place the images when we place them so that they don't overlap text. And I'll be honest, I got tired of this, so I don't anymore. If I have to use an image, I place the image on its own slide and, I'll talk about it, I'll describe it, I'll give it all text. But I don't waste my time trying to do something that is this really inaccessible and difficult for us to do. So I'm going to hit F6.
Slide area to select it.
And I'm just going to stop the speech with control and hit tab.
Title text box title placeholder. Level 1. Image slide.
And for now, I'm just going to leave that text the way it is because this won't be saved. Obviously, it's junk. So I'm just going to hit tab again.
Content placeholder object placeholder. Level 1. Place your image here.
So if I had an image selected to the clipboard, and I don't because I don't think there are any images on this computer, all I would have to do is hit F2.
Selected.
Like I'm going
Place
to
your
edit
image.
this. And then I would just hit the delete key.
Blank.
As
Selection.
we have been doing. And I would hit Control V to paste the image in. And by doing it this way, there's really nothing for the image to overlap. There's no text here. Whatever the image is should be seen fully without any text being covered. And so that's why I have created the image slide. Now, there's a lot more we could do about creating presentations in PowerPoint. And so we'll revisit this in a couple of digital bites. But next time, I'm going to cover a couple of accessibility changes you might want to make PowerPoint easier to use if you're a screen reader user. So thank you for listening to this digital bite, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Hey everyone, it's Chris back with a digital bite, and this involves one of my favorite topics, reading books. When I was a kid, over 50 years ago, that dates me, if it wasn't in Braille or it wasn't on a vinyl record, I didn't read it. Cassettes were just starting to come in, but mostly we had those big talking book players. Now, fast forward that many years later, we've got so much access to books, whether it is Audible or Kindle as some of the mainstream products, or you have your talking book and Braille library with electronic Braille, access to digital players. We have websites. There is an amazing amount of reading material out there that we did not have access to, and I'm so grateful. And I hope I never, ever forget how much I appreciate the millions of books that are available. On Bookshare alone, if you have it, there were over 1 million books. So I thought I would bring to your attention, and perhaps your reading pleasure, a website called standardebooks.org. Now, this website is really great because it offers you free books. You can always donate to their cause because they're a volunteer-driven, donation-supported website. But these folks take free books like from Project Gutenberg and they clean them up, they correct typos, they lovingly put them in nice typeset, easy to read, that sort of thing. And they do access free repositories that you could go to, but they do all the work in correcting errors and such. And they also include metadata, whether it's the ISBN number, the categories of books, how many pages, what devices it's compatible with. And also, another cool thing they like to include is what place a book has in a series. For instance, I like to read Agatha Christie mysteries and the Poirot mysteries. Maybe this book that I downloaded is number 2 in the series. So I would know what place the book has in a series if I wanted to read the books in the right order. So when you go to their website, there are nice search boxes that you can access. I was doing this on my iPhone. And so I just searched for Agatha Christie, and up came quite a number of results in a very accessible form. And when I clicked on the book, I got all that metadata information. I also found out that it is not compatible with Kindle. What they're providing is an EPUB format. So if you wanted to read it on Kindle, you would need to find another way to do that. They also mention that you are accessing a book that is no longer in copyright, but it is in the public domain, out of copyright. And if you're in another country, to be sure and check your country for their applicable copyright laws. So I found this book, and I was on my phone, of course, and I double tapped on it. And so what happened was it offered me the chance to download. So I did, and I got the message on the screen that my download was in progress. And I thought, well, where did it go? I'll have to open my Files app. And so I went to the Files app, and you want to make sure that the screen you're on in Files, which is where your iCloud files are stored, is the Browse. And so you want to make sure you're at the top level of the Browse tab. And the Browse tab is the last one at the bottom of the screen. And so selecting that, and you're at the top level, Downloads is one of the folders there, and that's the one you want. So after you tap or double tap on Downloads, then you have a list of everything that you have saved in iCloud for downloads. Now, this is assuming that you do include downloads as one of the folders in your iCloud drive, and you may have a choice to do or not to do that, but I have my downloads saved in iCloud. So the first part of the title is actually the author's name. So the Agatha Christie book that I downloaded was in the A's, so that was fairly near the top. So when I double tapped to open the book, there was a Save to Books choice. So that would save it to your Apple Books. And that's pretty cool because it reads the EPUB. So there are other options too. There is a share button. So the books are pretty small given they're just text. I think This was just less than a megabyte. I think it was 862 kilobytes, something like that. You could also, if you wanted to share it via email, that would even transfer or some other way. You could also share it to another device. So you could attach a USB drive directly to your phone and transfer it from files that way. You could also, if you were on your computer, you could share it to another device, either a thumb drive or a braille display that could read EPUB books. And so I think this is a great service. It's really awesome that they have provided these easy to read text-based EPUB books. And so if you want more information, you're going to go to standardebooks.org and browse and read to your heart's content.
For more, check out unmute.show. You can email us at feedback@unmute.show.